Welcome. In front of me is a ONEPLUS Open, and today I'll show you how you can bypass the Google verification on this device. In a second, you should be able to see that the device is locked. Once I go through a couple different skips, there we go. So just want to confirm this. There we go. So the device is locked and I can either verify it using a pattern or using the Google account. Now this obviously video, we are considering that we don't know either one of those. And for the bypass itself, we will need one very important thing, which is a secondary device. This is unfortunate, but any kind of ONEPLUS, Oppo's, and all that other ones like sub-brands that they have do require a second device for the bypass. So I'll be using some Motorola for this. Now, any phone with a Google Play Store will work as long as the device isn't too cheap. Meaning there are certain phones that require the option to draw over other apps. That's how the function is called on a phone, and the super budget devices usually have that locked away and you cannot turn that on because the device is just too weak to do such a thing. So obviously those devices would not be feasible for the bypass as a secondary device, but any phone that basically will be able to draw over other apps and aka just can download the ONEPLUS phone clone application and make it work will basically do the job. So to get started, on your locked device, you will want to progress forward till you get to the connect to Wi-Fi page. From here, sign into your Wi-Fi network, which you can see I have already done for my network. And from there, click on the eye icon. Now, the reason you need to sign into your Wi-Fi network is because if we click on the eye icon for these device or networks that we aren't signed in, you can see that we just have the join network and just info like the security and the strength. While if we do that for our network, the one that we have connected to, we have much more options. For instance, one that is the one that we're going to be utilizing, which is the share option, which wasn't visible on the networks that we don't have access to. From here, you want to click on the share. I am going to block this with my hand as it does show QR code along with the password for it. So I do want to kind of hide that away. And from here, you can see we have nearby. So you want to click on that. So from here, from the what was it? A nearby option that we have selected, we're going to select continue. And next, we're going to click on the three dots and we're going to go to settings. Click on the blue text right here, learn more about Quick Share. And then click on the three dots again and select Share Article. It's going to bring up a couple options. We are interested in the Google Chrome option, so select Chrome. Now we will need to do that twice, as when you select Use Without an Account, this will be closed. Give it a moment, it does have a bit of a lag. Come on. There we go. I was pretty sure I clicked on that. But anyway, once it closes it up, select the Share Article again. Again, choose Chrome. No thanks. And as you can see, it retains the browser open. Next, we're going to click right at the top and navigate to HardReset.Info/bypass. So here's the link that we're going to navigate to. Next, once it loads it up, you can start scrolling down and we're looking for settings. In here, on the side menu, select home screen and lock screen, and then we're going to select home screen mode. Let me quickly make sure. Okay, never mind. So that was apparently wrong. Sorry for misleading. So we're going to scroll down to additional settings here. And we're going to scroll down again to backup and reset. And then we're going to select the backup and migrate. Clone phone. And this opens up the application that we needed. The reason I got confused is because before we would glitch our way to home screen and open it up from home screen. Well, on ONEPLUS's, we can actually do that from the settings. Anyway. In here, we're going to select that this is a new device, and whatever pop-up shows up, you want to select that you allow. Next, migrate data from other Android. and this generates a QR code. So this device is now prepared. Now we're gonna grab our second phone, and here we're gonna navigate to the Google Play Store, so right here, and search for clone phone. Oop, I'm offline. Let's try to fix that. Now the one that you're looking for is the clone phone ONEPLUS app, and you want to select install. Select open, and then agree and continue. And with whatever pop-up it shows up, select settings, toggle it on, and then go back and keep on repeating it till it stops giving you any kind of pop-ups. Next, we're gonna select start migrating, select settings again. Here you want to find the application, which is clone phone, and then enable it and go back twice. Again, settings, toggle on, go back. While using the app, allow. Okay, while using app. And now we can grab our phone and scan the QR code right here by just hovering the phone over this code. You don't need to press anything, just hold it above it and it will automatically scan it. It takes sometimes a couple seconds for that to happen, but once it finishes it up, it just automatically starts connecting. Once it does so, deselect everything from here by tapping right here in the corner and then click on the apps itself and find any kind of app that takes the least amount of space. Now for me, that would look like it's Facebook, as it has 188 kilobytes. Now the smaller the app size, the better, as it's going to take less time to transfer it over. Next, click on the check mark and then select start migrating. Okay. This only should take a couple seconds, and as you can see here, it's already done, so we're going to click done. And this phone is finished. We don't need it anymore. So here you can see we have a pop-up migration report, successful 1, failed 0. Now for you, it might say that it failed once. It doesn't matter, it still worked. So if you have that, don't worry. Next, select done, skip, later, done, get started. And this brings us to the home screen. Now, before you go clicking off, we're still not finished with the bypass. So we just kind of circumvented the verification portion. The protection is still present on the device. So there is one last thing that we will need to do to get rid of this kind of protection, meaning the Google account and screen lock that was present on this device that we needed to use to verify the phone. And to do so, all you need to do is navigate into the settings. Next, scroll all the way down to additional settings, backup and reset, and then select reset phone, erase all data, and then you're going to select erase all data and remove eSIM profile. So you want to select that twice. Now, I do want to clarify this. The reason we didn't select this before, when we first navigated to the settings, is because when we were first in the settings, we just glitched our way into it. For what phone would consider, we were still in the setup, and by resetting the phone while the phone thinks it's in a setup, it's going to still retain all the kind of protection that was on this device as a verification method. So that wouldn't have helped us at all. But once the setup process is finished, and in terms of phone logic, it is, when you do reset through settings now, the phone kind of goes like, oh, okay, you're a legit user, you can reset it and we will get rid of everything for you, as this is kind of how the reset through settings does things. So you do want to go through this process and hard reset the device. And once you finish, you will be taken back to the setup of your phone, at which point you can set it up in whatever way you want, as it will be fully unlocked. Now, I won't be going over this on the video, as it just takes a little bit of time and shows absolutely nothing of value. So yeah, but if you're really interested in seeing me do the reset, I'm just going to be recording a video where I am doing a reset of this phone through settings as a separate video and completely unrelated to this one, but it's going to be recorded right after this, so you can see it be like in action there and what the outcome is. But anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.